Disclaimer. Today's subject of our Superstar Spotlight has a notoriously difficult name to pronounce. So if I pronounce it incorrectly, I am sorry and I apologize. I'm just going off the way she pronounces it and how commentary typically pronounces it. Thank you and enjoy the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Queen's Lariat Podcast. I am your host, AJ, and today we are doing a superstar spotlight on Utami Hayashishita. But first, I want to discuss a couple things. So, the first thing I want to talk about is the phenomenal storyline between Naomi, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill. Now, if you don't remember, this storyline, it started last year when Bianca and Jade won the tag titles. During their reign, Jade ended up getting pushed off of, I guess, a ledge and into a car, into like a car windshield. And it was a whole whodunit thing, and nobody really knew who done it. Flash forward to Elimination Chamber a couple weeks ago. um Jade Cargill came back during that match and viciously attacked Naomi. Like she beat her down, like she tore her ass up. And so it had Bianca in the cage banging on the pod crying. It was just a wonderful, well played out like little moment during the Elimination Chamber match. So we fast forward to Friday where Bianca wants answers from Naomi onto what happened. It turns out Naomi was the one to push Jade into that car. So basically you had this brilliant segment on SmackDown where Naomi tries to reason with Bianca on why she did it. Basically, she said she did it for Bianca because she felt Jade was piggybacking and riding the coattails of Bianca. And that she feels like no one ever like gives her like Naomi feels like no one ever gives her dues, and that every time she tries to lock in, people always turn on her or turn their back on her, which ended in Bianca leaving the ring after a very emotional exchange of words between her and Naomi, and then Naomi calling her a bitch, and then it once again ended with Naomi getting beat down by Jade. Like I said, this was a wonderful segment. It shows the range of, well, right now it shows the range of Bianca and Naomi. I can't wait to hear from Jade and hear her side of it, but I'm hoping that they continue with booking this segment so strong, booking this feud so strongly. I do believe it's going to end up in a Naomi versus Jade match at Mania, but I can't wait to see what else happens regarding this feud. This could be one of the bigger feuds going in and coming out of Mania, but we'll see. All right, the next thing I want to discuss is the Saya Kamatani versus Tam Nakano loser retires match in Stardom that's going to be happening at All Star Grand Queendom, I think April 27th. Okay, so if you didn't know about this one, basically, I think it really started back at Dream Queendom where Saya Kamatani beat Tam for the red belt, the World of Stardom Championship. And, you know, Tam came back and she basically wanted another title opportunity against Saya. She really wants to save Saya and bring her back to the Saya we knew before. But, you know, Saya basically is evil Saya now. And Tam wants another title shot. So they had a match where originally it was a loser leaves Stardom match, which Tam lost and is now classified on Stardom's website as a freelancer. So Saya gave her another opportunity. Basically, from Saya's point of view, she wants to put Tam away permanently. So now they're doing a loser has to retire match at All Star Grand Queendom. I do not know how this match is going to end or how this story is going to progress after this. I'm guessing it's going to be the end of the Saya Tam saga, but I'm just curious to know what's next after this. And I don't think it's a bad storyline by any means. I just think I'm just very curious to see how they're going to book this and how they're going to play this. But anyways, those were just a couple topics I wanted to talk about before we get into our superstar spotlight. So, like I said, today our superstar spotlight is about Utami Hayashishita. Now, let me just give you a little facts before I give you my opinion on Utami Hayashishita and some my favorite matches from Utami. She debuted in December 8th of 2018 for Stardom. The style of wrestling she wrestles is technical. She's a power wrestler, and she also, I think, is a black belt in judo. Her achievements include she is the current Marigold World Champion. She is a one-time Artist of Stardom Championship with Momo Watanabe and Azumi, a one-time Future of Stardom Champion, a three-time Goddess of Stardom Champion, one time with Momo and two-time with Saya Kamatani as Aphrodite, a one-time World of Stardom Champion, a one-time SWA World Champion. She has won the Dreamstar Grand Prix in Marigold. She has won the Tag League in Stardom with Momo Watanabe. She has won the 5-Star Grand Prix in Stardom. And she was also listed on this year's ESPN Best 30 Wrestlers Under 30 list. And she was ranked at number 15. And she was the only Joshi wrestler to appear on that list. She also has won the Tokyo Sports Grand Prize, which is basically the best women's wrestler of that year. And a fun fact is that she was featured on a reality show when she was younger called Sukai Big Daddy, which was basically a reality show focused on her huge family and her father, which I think she got about 10 or 11 siblings. So that was just a little fun fact. So a couple opinions about Utami Hayashishita for me. I think that Utami is an underrated wrestler in the sense that I don't think she gets talked about as much as some of her other contemporaries like Asare or a Miyu Iwatani or Azumi or Starlight Kid or even like a Julia. But I think Utami Hayashishita is wonderful. And I think she is one of the best younger wrestlers out right now, as you could tell by her achievements. But it's not only the achievements. I think her in-ring work is spectacular. Like, the one thing I really like about her in-ring work is I think the judo experience. Like, when I watch her, it seems like she's hard to move. Like, she got a really steady base to where, like, I think that judo experience shows for her. She's also, like I said, a pretty good power wrestler, and she has a lot of great suplexes. She has that wonderful lariat, and she has I think one move she named after Shayna Baszler called the spinning Baszler. But anyways, like I said, her in-ring is very good. I really like her character. When I first saw her in Stardom, I was so perplexed on what her character was. And I ended up just saying that I think her character is a mix between, if you know, you know, Revolutionary Girl Utena and Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon. And I just think it's wonderful. And like I said, I just think she's excellent. The one criticism I did have to Tommy is in Stardom, she just, to me, felt like I don't want to say a background character or anything, but because she was excellent in Stardom, but it was just that I feel as if she got outshadowed in Stardom by some of the bigger names there. But since she moved on to Marigold, um, I think she really took the mantle of ace of that promotion. And she is doing a good job. She's been mentoring some of the younger girls. And I think she's been doing a wonderful job in Marigold and really stepping up. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is some of my favorite Utami Hayashishita matches. Um, the first one I want to talk about is a couple Marigold matches. The Dream Star Grand Prix final against Mai Sakurai was a very excellent match from both competitors, and Utami, took the victory. And the second one is, of course, her red belt winning match against Sare. It was a fantastic match. It had me on the edge of the seat, and I had no clue who was going to win it. And then a couple Stardom matches is, of course, the faction warfare match, cage match, Queen's Quest versus Wadate. Once again, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And it was a fantastic match. It was a fun match. And I think wrestling promotions should do that kind of crazy type cage match more often. And another match in Stardom I want to talk about is Utami Hayashishita versus Kyrie when Kyrie did her second run in Stardom. I think it was a pretty fun match. Both of them have pretty good characters. Of course, my favorite part of the match is when Kyrie gave Utami a blue rose, and Utami takes the rose, throws it down, and steps on it. It was kind of like a Uno reverse, how Utami usually is the one handing out roses. Well, it was kind of Uno reverse this time. But like I said, I am a huge fan of Utami Hayashishita. She's probably in my top 10 of current wrestlers right now. But that's all I wanted to talk about today. So thank you for listening. Listen to us on YouTube and Spotify. Thank you for very much. And I'm out.